eighth graders, welcome to the second lecture this week. We're going to talk about suicide prevention. Okay, like I mentioned in the last video, this lesson is going to be a little bit rough, a little bit heavy. So if you need to take some time in between slides, go ahead and take some time. We have a lot of information. We'll also have the quiz review at the end. That'll be the last slide. So yeah, let's just dive right into it. Okay, suicide is the intentional taking of one's own life. So basically, you take your life on purpose. Okay, that's what intentional means. You're doing something on purpose. Okay, it's important to recognize the warning signs of suicide and seek help. Okay, and we're going to be talking about warning signs of suicide in the next few slides. Okay, here are a few causes of teen suicide. Okay, one, new responsibilities and challenges within family and at school. A lot of times you have, like, when you have something new come up in your life or something different, that can cause some, it can just cause some kind of disturbance, so that can be a cause. A life-changing event such as a family breaking up or death of someone close, that can feel overwhelming. So I know families are very important, and if you have something happen to somebody in your family, I know that can be hard. So that can also be a cause. Alcoholism or other drug dependencies within your family can cause a teen to become depressed. Okay, move things really quick. Okay, and being depressed leads to thoughts of suicide. Okay, so if something depresses you, depression is kind of like a chain reaction. Okay, it's kind of like a domino effect. Okay, you get depressed, you start possibly having thoughts of suicide. Okay, feeling disconnected from or rejected by peers. That's also a big one. Especially for teens, I think that's a big part of a teen's life. Friends, groups, people you hang out with. If you feel for whatever reason that your friends don't want to hang out with you anymore, or even your closest, people the closest, if they don't want anything to do with you, that can they can take a big toll on you mentally. Okay, here are some warning signs of suicide. Okay, you have a sudden fascination with the topic of death. You talk about different ways of dying, or you could read or write poems and stories about death. That's a warning sign. So if you see anybody or know anybody that starts getting really, serious, or really kind of just, they study a lot about death, or they write a lot of things about death, you might want to kind of keep note of that. Okay. Another sign is a dramatic change in the person's appearance. Okay, they look one way one day, and the next day they look completely different. Okay, or they start dressing a different way. Okay, that could be a sign of suicide. Self-destructive behaviors. Okay, the person does reckless, or they do dangerous things. Okay, that's a sign of suicide. They don't care. Like, I'm gonna run across the street while there are a bunch of cars whizzing by. Okay, that could be a sign. Okay, it's also not a smart thing to do. Don't do that. Okay, a few more warning signs. Okay, withdrawal. You separate or you stay away from friends, family, and regular activities. You don't want to do those things anymore. Withdrawal is a sign of depression and shows the person is letting go of things that were once important. Okay, again, those things don't matter to you anymore. Again, depression leads to a lot of things. So please make sure that you talk to somebody if you are feeling this way. Okay. You have a sudden change of mood. Okay, after weeks or months of being depressed, you suddenly appear cheerful. You're happy. Okay, that's a big sign. I remember my aunt was telling me one time she worked with a lady at a school, I think, who, I don't know if she was an aide or a teacher, but she just seemed really down. And then one day like a lot of these things, she changed her appearance. She, like, got ready. She got a haircut. She looked really nice. Okay, she was really happy. And then shortly after that, my aunt found out that she had committed suicide. So those things, I mean, you're learning these things now. So if you see these signs, okay, keep them in mind, okay. Be aware of those. Talk to somebody, okay. Providing support. This is very important, okay? People who think or attempt suicide are asking for help through their actions, okay? If they're separating from their friends, if they're writing things about, about death, okay? Um, Things like that. If they're doing dangerous things, they're asking for somebody to help them, okay? Talk to the person, talk to them, okay? If they're showing signs of warning signs, okay, talk to them. Don't be afraid to ask questions, okay? If you talk to them and you ask questions, they're gonna think, okay, somebody is listening to me, somebody cares about me, okay? You could save a person's life. I don't want to put all that on you, but if you see somebody acting a certain way and they're not their normal self, go ahead and talk to them, okay? You could change a person's life in a good way, okay? Have the person share their thoughts with a trusted adult, okay? Always have them go and talk to somebody else, okay? If they talk to you, have them reach out to somebody, an adult that they trust, okay? Never promise to keep suicide plans a secret. That's a bad secret to keep, okay? If somebody tells you this is the way I'm gonna kill myself, okay? Do not keep that to yourself. You tell somebody right away, okay? And if somebody doesn't believe you, tell somebody else, okay? Because you don't know if those plans are real. You don't know if those plans are made up. But either way, if you tell somebody, if you tell an adult, they at least know, and they can talk with that person to see what they're thinking, okay? Okay, dealing with depression. Suicide is never a solution to depression. Never, okay? Spend time with friends and family. Okay, those are your people. Spend time with your people. They'll help you feel better. Okay, you are not alone. Talk to somebody. Always. There's always somebody to talk to, whether you think so or not. There is always somebody there to listen to you. Okay? But remember that if you're depressed, suicide isn't the answer. You can live a full life with depression, but get the help you need so that you can control it. Okay, don't let it control you. You control it. Okay. All right, that was the last one. This is heavy. This is some heavy stuff today. Um, so this is the last slide. Quiz review, really quick for Friday. Okay, I know we're already there, but I feel like this week is kind of going by fast. So just a few things. You're gonna want to know the definition of a phobia. And you're going to match a phobia with its definition, okay? So I'm going to give you the definition. Sorry. I'm going to give you the definition, and you're going to tell me what the phobia is. So you'll have to look that up on your phone or something. I will allow you to look it up on your phone. Look up what the phobia is. I have a specific phobia that I'm asking you to define, to tell me which one it is, okay? You're going to want to know the percent of teens who have major depression. That's in your notes, okay? Also, it's in the last lecture, so make sure you watch that video, or yeah, make sure you watch the video. Okay, you're going to want to know the causes of suicide, and you're going to want to know the warning signs of suicide, okay? Make sure you know these things. And you should do great on the quiz, okay? I changed up the format a little bit on the quiz so it can be a little bit easier for you. But again, if you take good notes, you're going to have all the answers and you're going to be able to go through the quiz no problem, okay? Thank you so much for working hard. Please make sure that you are doing your best. It's your work, okay? You shouldn't have to share it with anybody. It's yours, okay? All right, that's all I got. Have a good day.